guys, welcome to Build Codes. So today we are going to see how to send a image or a file to backend. Actually, we are going to look image specifically image to this video. We are using HTTP to send image or upload image to our backend. Okay, so we're going to learn how to pass images to our API. Okay, so this is our final product actually. This is app that I'm currently working on. I will show you the final result that we are going to do in this video. So if I click here, I will get an option. We can view the image or we can update the image. If I click update the image, and we can select images from the gallery or wherever it is. And I'm going to select this peacock's image. And now let's see. Okay, it's showing something went wrong. I think my data is a little bit slow. Now let's try it again. Okay, okay, as you can see, I got a message profile image updated and the profile image got updated. Actually, we are not using Firebase or anything like that. We are using an HTTP API. We are using HTTP plugin, dependency and API and an API to update our image. Actually, you can see, just let me show you the model. Yep, there is a model for it. Upload profile pic model to get the status. The snack bar, and we have a networking file in order to upload the image as well as a notifier file. Actually, we are using provider. So in order for our state management, in order to separate the logic and UI, I am using provider. So actually, in this case, I have stored the user token in local storage. Actually, the demo file we are not going to do that. Actually, when you are doing this, you are going to use your own API. So I'm just showing a demo using a demo API. I'm going to show you this tutorial. So let's get started. And before that, make sure to subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon to get notified about my new videos. As well as make sure to like the video and make sure if you have any doubt or anything specific you want to tell me, make sure to tell it in the or post it in the comment section. Okay. So guys, before we begin into our tutorial, let me show you the two APIs that I'm gonna use. Actually, this is a API that I use in that specific app. However, you can use the same methods which is required for your app using different kind of APIs. So if there is a file that we are going to upload into API, there will be an option called files. Okay, however we can give a form name and as well as field name as well as we can choose a file here. I'm using Thunder client. Maybe you are using Postman or any other kind of services. Actually, I'm using Thunder client. So that's why my you can easily download it from the extension, install it from the extensions if you want. And I'm going to use upload profile pic API. Actually, it's a post method. So to upload the image to the backend, and I need to provide a token too. I'm not sure that this token is working or not. However, let me try it. Okay, when okay, now the photo is uploaded. As you can see, we got a result here, response here, message, the image URL as well as the status code. And let's copy it, and we can create the model using quick type. Let's go to quick type, and I think I have already selected the Dart here. Okay, now let's remove this and paste our code here, and now remove the rename the model name. Let's upload profile pic model. Okay, that will be enough. Now let's copy the code and we can add it. Okay, first of all, I forgot to tell this that I have created a new project which only consists of the profile part, that the only part that we are going to do now. Okay, I have created a separate project where I can show you the thing that we are going to do. Okay, we are just going to show how to change the profile pic. How to upload images through API. HTTP. So I have created a separate project. So if I want to share the code, I can share with you guys. So I have let's look at the project structure. There is a data structure for networking, model to save the models, and view models for our provider view model, and view to show our profile UI. Okay, that's our project structure. It's simple and there is nothing much to explain about it. Now let's inside the model dot profile photo model, we can paste the code that we took from uh, type dot and remove the unnecessary codes, boilerplate codes, and add the required keyword, required, and required, and required. Yeah. Now, in case of an error, we will not receive the message here. It will be different for your API. For mine, we will not receive the message and image. So let's make it nullable. And we don't need to this to JSON. We only need this from JSON. Okay. Now our upload profile bit model is ready. Now let's go to our second API, which is our view profile pic. Let's go with the user profile and let's try it out. Okay, I think this token is expired. Now let's try with this token. Let's hope it works. Okay, it's working perfectly. Now let's copy this code and paste it here, and let's rename it into profile data model and copy the code, do paste it in the uh, view profile dot model, paste it. And actually we don't need this gender, email, phone, or name. We don't need that. We only need the profile image for now, and ID. Actually ID is not also needed, but let's keep it for now. And the required keywords. And let's remove it from here too. And we don't need this to JSON function. And add recon here. Actually this quick type IO is very useful, make our work a lot easier. Okay, now let's remove this code too. So this is our final model here, and things look good. And let's make the profile image nullable. Uh, if there is no image, we need to check it. So if it's empty, we can provide another image there. A placeholder there. Okay, now our two models is ready. Now let's get into work. Before that, make sure to add the dependencies that we needed. I have actually added it, and let's go to pubspec.yaml. These are the dependencies sorry, that we need in order to achieve this. We need HTTP for networking, provider for state management, image picker to pick the image from the gallery, and photo view. Actually, photo is not necessary. If you want to add a zoomable view function, it's really easy to implement by using this photo view. Okay, this four dependencies, or you can say three dependencies, is the main thing that we need in order to achieve this functionality. Uploading image file into the API or backend. Okay, now let's start the networking part. Before that, I will complete the UI. I'm not going to show you the I'm not going to include the UI coding in this video. I'm just going to cut it out. So you can create your own UI, or you can just copy my code. I will try to put it in put my GitHub link in the description, so make sure to check it out. So guys, I have completed the UI as well as the other functions like networking, adding our our provider, everything. I have completed the entire app. For the simplicity of this video, and to make the video short, I already completed everything, and I'm not going to show you any I'm not going to code from scratch. Instead, I'm going to walk you through the code that I wrote, and I will show you how things are done. Okay, So let me start with models. Actually, we already see how we made the models, upload profile photo model and the photo model. I already show you the APIs that I'm going to use. Okay, that's it for model part. And next we will go to the data part where we do the networking. So here I have file called profile or networking. Here I created a class, and everything is same as we imported HTTP as HTTP, and created a late profile object, and created a get profile data function type of profile data model. Here inside a try catch, and let's remove this print for now, don't need that. Inside the try catch, I created a post request. My API is a API is a post method, so I passed it and gave the token here inside the body. And if the status code is 200, I will get the I initialize the profile model and return it. Else, if there is an error, I will catch the error and return the error. Okay, it's a pretty simple post API, I mean post method using HTTP, as it's same in every case. Okay, and however when we go to this part, I mean the image uploading path, it's a little bit different. Same here, I mean upload profile pic model, we using late object, I mean a late keyword, and after that create a function upload profile pic model with type of upload profile pic model, and create a, we need to pass two things, one token and an X file image. This X file is we are getting it from image picker that we already added in our spec.yaml. Okay, and our image. Okay, here it's a bit different because we are adding a file, I mean a file path into the API. So I already show you how it will look if we want to add a file. I mean I'm using Thunder client, and if I search for profile profile pic, we can see a section to add files. So that's why we are doing it differently in here. So first of all, we will create this using multi-part HTTP. Instead of this type directly calling this await client.post, we will create a request first. Request HTTP dot multi-part request, and as we give post as like this inside this, and you can see an example here, post, and then we give the URI. Okay, after that, in order to add the body part, like in here we can directly add the body like this. However, in here we need to add like this, request dot fields token equal token. Now I only have one field, symbol field like this token. Or if you have any multiple, I mean, and something like username, you can add it like fields name, and you can pass the name here. It's pretty simple. However, when we add a file, it's a bit different. It will look like this, request.files.add. Instead of fields, we will type like files.add, and inside the parentheses we will await http multi-part file, because we are getting a file, and from path we are getting it from the path, and we will provide the um, field and field file path. So it will be always image. I think this image and this will be same. I think this should be same as the variable name that we gave. I'm not sure about it. Or make sure to give the image the name image. Don't add profile image or anything like that, because I got an error when I tried to change, changing this name. I think it's constant, it's a constant value. And after that we will add our image dot path. Okay, in the path of our image that we selected. After that we will send the request. Then only we will send the request. We will create a new variable, and we will use that to send our request. Okay, after that, this is the part where we get the JSON response. It's pretty simple. It's a bit, I mean, it's not simple actually. I got the code from GitHub Copilot, and it's pretty simple. Like request response dot stream transform inside the parenthesis utf.decoder dot listen value, and this is the value we are going to get, and we will get the JSON response in other variable, and JSON decode, we will decode the value as map string dynamic. And after that, if the request uh, response or status code equal to 100, it's the same. If it's 200, we will initialize the upload profile pic model, and inside that we will convert the JSON response to I mean, we will get the data from JSON response, the model from JSON response. You don't need to do anything from JSON because we are creating it using the cube type. Okay, that I already shown you. Okay, this is pretty much it. And if there is an error, we will return the error. Else, we will return our profile pic model. So this is the function. Okay, there is nothing much to stress here. It's pretty simple. Next, we will move to our view model where we call these functions. Okay, inside our view model. Okay, now we explained models, and now after that we explained our networking file. Now we are going to our view model, and inside the view model, it's pretty much same. We are using provider, and so make sure to extend it with change notifier, and create the profile networking object. I mean this profile networking. So then only we can access these functions. And here it's the same. Create two functions: get profile and upload profile, and create the object with the late keyword of profile data model as well as upload profile pic model. Here inside try catch block, we will call the profile, we will initialize the profile data model. So here I am going to give a token that I saved. And in your app you can, maybe you will be using a shared preference to get the token. So to make it simple, I'm using, because we can't do everything in one video. So I'm just passing a token here as well as here. In the upload profile, we also need to get the file. I mean same as here, next file. And we need to, along with the token, we also need to provide the profile image. And if there is an error, we will return a future error. So that's it. Okay, that's our provider. And before using our provider inside our view, I mean sorry, our main, inside our uh, okay, now we only have one provider, I mean one change notifier provider. So we can just give it like this: wrap our material app with change notifier provider, and create of context and return the profile notifier. However, if you have multiple providers, you can use multi providers. And that's pretty much it. So now let's move to our UI part, and where how to implement the how I implemented the code. So first, let me show you the widget. I have also created a widget folder where we can store our extra widget, a reusable widget. So there is nothing to reuse in this app. So I just made to structure the code. So we have a view image stateless widget here. It's pretty simple. We will pass a image link to this widget, and this widget is pretty much I use it for viewing the photo. As do you remember, if you remember, we have also added a photo view dependency, and that's why we're using it here inside the widget. If we want to view any image, we can just use this widget. Okay, a photo view and the image provider. We can inside the photo view there is a image provider, and we can pass a network image, and pass the image link that we pass into the stateless widgets here, and we can view the image using this widget. Okay, that's it. Pretty much simple, because it's not necessary to do. I'm just doing it for the sake of the UI. And now let's go to the main part where our profile UI is here. Inside the views, profile.view. Okay, it is our main part. And the first thing we need to do is to complete the UI. My UI is different. It will be different from yours, and mine is pretty much simple, as you can see. Just a um, profile area. I mean profile picture area. It's pretty much simple, and there's a gesture detector to get the tab on tab. And when I on tab, there will show alert dialog. Alert dialog, there will be two options: and update image as well as view image. Okay, if I click on view image, it's pretty much simple. We use the navigator and material page route to pass the data that we get from our API to the image link. Then inside the view image, then we can view the image. And we are doing like it. We are the logic here goes like, we will check the user profile model. Before that, let me describe this area to you. Okay, we have created the user profile model, I mean the provider. Okay, and set the listen to true, because we need to update the UI whenever the user uh, update changes the photo. As you can see inside our profile view model, if in the try, if it will give the response, we will notify the listeners. Okay, else we will return an error, or else we will notify listeners, and this will update the UI and inside the profile view. That's why we set this reset to true. And make sure, if you don't know provider, make sure there are a lot of videos available in YouTube about provider for beginners as well as intermediates. So make sure to check out those videos before using provider. And in order to use image picker, we need to create this object, image picker object, as well as a variable, x file variable, to store the image file. And here I have a function select image. In order to select image, we are going to use this, as well as to show the response. I mean, if the profile image is updated, or if anything went wrong. Okay, inside the select image, we have a try catch block. Inside the try, we will do our main logic, or else if there is an error, we will show this snack bar where it shows something went wrong. Try again. Okay, inside the try, this is the line that we use to pick the image from gallery. Now we are only using gallery to pick the image. If you want, you can refer YouTube or Stack Overflow to get the code to select image from camera also. Okay, now we are going to just using the gallery for the simplicity of this video. And it's pretty much simple. X file selected image and await image picker, pick image, and image source to gallery. And next we will check the selected image path is empty or not. If it is not empty, we will pass this image file, we will initialize this image file with the selected image. After that, we already created the user profile. We will use the user profile to call our upload profile function, and inside that we will pass the image file here. And after that, we will check if the if we after we get the response, we will check for it. If user profile model upload profile pic model dot status, I mean this status is coming from this upload profile pic model. And when we go to this, it will be different for yours. There is something called status. Okay, in my case it is a string value. In your case it will be a integer or something like that. There will be something different in your model, or sometimes it will be the same. So make sure to confirm that. For me it is strings, that's why I'm using this string 200. Okay, if it's 200, I'm going to show up profile image updated. So we can understand that if it's 200, we understand that we got a proper response, or profile image got updated, or and that's it here. And if there's an error, it will show something went wrong. Okay, now let's move to the UI part. Here I already explained this view image part, so let me explain this logic here. After we get the response, we will check the user profile data model. Okay, inside the profile data model, we will check if the profile image is empty or not. I mean this uh, view profile model, there is our profile image. Okay, and we have added this part here. So if there is no profile image, it will get an empty string. So we can check it like this. If it is not empty, we will pass the user profile model, profile image. Make sure it will be different for your model. So make sure to change it as per your needs, or else we will just provide a constant image of an avatar. Okay, and now let me show you that part. And if I click this view image, it will show this image. If it's empty, it will show this image. Okay, now let's check our update image. And update image, here we just call the select image function and navigator.pop context, because after we select image, we need to close the navigator, or else even if after we select image, this alert dialog will stay here. So select image, I already explained the select image function. It's pretty much simple. And when we select the image, everything will go on. I mean updation of UI, everything showing the snack bar, everything will work. Okay, before that, let me also show you this part. Inside the future builder, when we first launch our app, we will call the get profile function from our uh, profile view dot model, then only we get the profile data. If there is a, first we need to check if there is a image or not, in order to show the image when the first when the user first launches the app. That's why we are using this here. And if connection state equal to waiting, we will show the circular progress indicator, else we will show our UI. So let's go to our UI here. So this is the main part, this is this part, and it's the same here. Okay, here we will check if the data is available, we will check. If it profile image is not empty, then we will show the profile image from profile data model, else we will show the constant image that we gave. Okay, now let me show you. I will um, restart the app and show you how things works. Let's wait for a second. Okay, as you can see, I got the response. We already have an image in the API. So I got that image here. Now let's try updating this image. Click it here, update image. Now it will go to our gallery or wherever our images are. And I'm now going to select this peacock's image, and I click it and wait for it. Okay, there is something wrong here. I think my data is a little bit slow. Let's try it again. If you want, you can show a, okay, now it's perfectly working. If you want, you can show a circular progress bar as the user select an image, and you don't need to wait for the image to get uploaded. Okay, so our image got uploaded now, and now let's try it again. First let's try the view image. We'll view the image. I update the image, and now let's select this red flower. I click it. Okay, profile image updated. Okay, that's pretty much it. So this is how we do this is how we send a file or image to our API using backend, using API and HTTP. And now we are, and in this case we are entirely updating the UI. If you have multiple elements in UI, you will not be needing to update everything. So you can use, instead of using this here directly, I mean using this provider, you can use consumer. So you can wrap this gesture detector or this stack using a consumer. Then it will only, sorry, then it will only update this part, this widget of the UI. So it will be much more efficient. So so for the sake of this video, I just made it like it, like this. So if you have any doubt, make sure to comment it, make sure to post it in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe the video and like the video, and that's pretty much it. So see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.